Hello there and welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Kinsey, and today's episode I wanted to show you how I am making my really awesome mushroom night lights. We are going to start off by taking this mold that I had created based off of a small sculpture, and we are going to wrap tape all the way around it. That way when we pour the UV resin inside of it, it is less likely to spill completely out and waste all of your money. I am using a 2-part epoxy resin, part A and part B. You want to make sure that you get exact equal parts. If not, it will not dry and cure correctly and will always remain a little bit tacky and kind of nasty. It is also very hard to fix that. You will have to scrape it off, sand it down, and re-pour. So do your best to pay very close attention. Then you'll want to spend about 5 minutes or so making sure that it is all mixed in. Scrape the sides of the bowl, get every little part of it. Just be real tedious about this step. Once everything is mixed together, go ahead and take your mold and slowly, very slowly, pour it through. It's a very thick and sticky substance, so it's kind of hard to push through. I also made a little too much, so I'm going to go ahead and fill all of these silicone molds just for added projects that I'm also doing on the side. Waste not, want not. Slowly but surely, the army is growing. It takes a full 24 hours for these to cure inside of the mold, and another 24 hours to be completely rock solid. Now that their bodies are made, we do need to start working on their base, as well as the vine that goes around them and their mushroom cap. Most of this will be made out of EVA foam and foam clay, and then we will paint them with acrylic paint and seal them in UV resin. Then we will be using fake greenery and fake moss to add a touch of realism, and the very last step will be adhering her to the LED base. Let's start making all of her foam clay pieces, shall we? Once your foam clay is completely dry, it is okay to start sanding it. I had to do this process right before bed. It does take the foam clay a couple hours to dry. Let's go ahead and speed this up. Yep, that's much better. Now that we have the general shape of the mushroom cap, we can go ahead and start messing with the inside of it. We need a way to connect the mushroom cap to her body, and this will be the perfect form. This part is a bit tedious just because the clay does take a while to dry and she will slip out of form, so you do want to pick it up every couple of 15 minutes or so and readjust the cap to make sure that it is drying in place. Before this layer of foam clay dries, you want to go ahead and take your scissors or something of the sort and create lines in it. You don't want to cut it, but you do want to drag it. That way you have the look of the gills. Connected her back to the cap and everything is looking great. It is finally time for us to start painting. We'll go ahead and start with the red on top of the cap. I am using an acrylic based paint because it will dry a lot faster. Speaking of dry times, we're gonna go ahead and place this film over this hole. I don't want any of the glue, clay, paint, fake moss, or anything getting inside of this. So we're gonna go ahead and seal it up, wait for it to dry, and I will put this heavy candle lid on top of it to hold it in place. If you haven't caught on yet, I'm making 2 of these at once. This one is dried and ready for paint. This is going to be an amanita mushroom, so red with a bunch of little polka dots. I'm going to use this pearl finish paint. It doesn't really matter where you put the polka dots, just go ahead and have some fun with it. I did need to do a few layers in this because it is very translucent. And for good measure, we're going to go ahead and seal this with more UV resin. I prefer to use UV resin on these projects because the cure time is so much faster. I'll cover her entire cap and then seal it and then slap on some moss. Now the part we've all been waiting for. Here's the reveal. If you've made it this far into the video, I just wanted to thank you. You are the real MVP and we couldn't be doing this without you. And a huge thank you to our patrons. Your support means the world to us. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Bye!